Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Roar by Cora
Cora
Carmack.
Is it Carmack or Cormac?
I feel like I'm just transposing all of the vowels.
I don't know. I
Cora
totally
Carmack.
love her new adult romance books, and she's got a new one of those coming up, and I'm super eager for that.
So this is her first YA book, and she was super excited about writing it, and she's always wanted to write it. And Roar is about Aurora, who is the last in a long line of a royal stormling family. So stormlings kind of refers to these weather systems that kind of act like animals that attack towns. Obviously things are magical. Anyway, she doesn't show any affinity for any magical powers, so she's trying to hide that fact and get married real quick so that she can protect her country. But she finds out the guy that she's kind of supposed to get with is using her and is totally a not nice guy. So she also finds this other option where she can maybe steal the power for herself and ain't need no man. So she runs away and joins a band of ruffian storm hunters.
Where she finds a new love interest.
And yeah, then there's a new love interest. So
yeah,
that's essentially it.
So I really wanted to read this book because like I said, I really like her other new adult books. It just didn't work for me.
So it brought it around for me, to the point where I was cursing, oh, this is awesome.
No.
But the romance really didn't work for me.
See, and the romance was the only part that I actually liked the way it was written. See,
and it went against every feminist ideal that I ever had, because the connection between kind of violence and domineering and romance, the guys that she was falling for was A, insta love, and B, totally not who you would want in a guy.
I think the second guy, though, it wasn't as insta-lovey. And I liked that. I liked their interaction. I thought there was a little bit of sizzle on there, but first of all, when she goes off with the ruffians, there are so many characters, I couldn't keep them straight.
Well, and the point of view keeps shifting, so it makes it even harder to keep everybody straight and to figure out what's going on.
And we got an e-arc of this through NetGalley, and I'm hoping that it was because it was an arc, but it would jump around without any explanation, and I'd be literally mid-paragraph, It felt like it was jumping around. I was like, maybe it's just not page broken the way it should be.
That's kind of what I was hoping too.
I'm hoping, because if not, and I thought it was such a cool concept. I'd never seen this concept before, but I don't understand the concept. I don't usually get confused in books, but I was completely lost, and I don't understand the storms, but they're tornadoes, but they have feelings, and they have thoughts, and they have souls, but they might not be. I don't think that was well explained.
See, it wasn't well explained until you got to the very, the bitter end, the last 60 pages, where she, really explained, kind of how things work, I think, that it became, phenomenal for me. And I'm like, whoa, this framework is so interesting. This concept is so, because you were saying that the concept was super interesting from the beginning.
The concept is, it's a great concept, and I haven't seen this before, and as everybody knows, I read a lot.
See, but the thing is, for me, from the beginning, I was not all, on the bandwagon for the concept until she gets to the end of the book, where she really kind of delves into the concept.
See, by that point, I didn't care, and I know I read all the way to the end, and I read it 3 days ago, but I couldn't tell you what happened.
Yeah.
I literally was just finish.
See, and I'm being super vague because I don't want to give anything
Right.
away, because obviously it happens in the end and it's a
Right.
big thing. But no, and then there were certain scenes that really kind of were, I say visually beautiful, and it's a book, so it kind of almost doesn't make sense. But there were different scenes that I really liked. The first scene where they're kind of describing her outfit and
And that was interesting,
was awesome.
But I guess it wasn't consistent enough throughout the whole book.
It wasn't.
And like I said, there were just so many characters, and I couldn't keep the characters straight. And it's obvious that it's setting up a series, which isn't a bad thing if you're setting up a series, but I
will give it one more try. I
don't know if I'm willing to. And I'm eagerly waiting. She's got a new book coming out, I believe in July, for her a new adult romance series. And I'm I think I've already pre-ordered it. I paid for that. And this, I don't know if I can do anymore.
No, I think I will. I think that last 60 pages, it got it for me. And whenever they return back to the romance, I'm like, move away.
See, and to me, the romance was her strong point. You can tell that's what she's used to writing.
No.
And I think she does a great romance.
Well, and like the kind of framework for the romance that she used would work in adult fiction, but it doesn't work in young adult fiction, I think.
I don't know. I meant by that point I was so distracted. I literally, this is not that long of a book, and it took me more than a week to read.
Yeah, it was a struggle for a while.
It was hard to get into. So we should just rate it.
Okay. So our rating system goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns, and then if it's totally terrible, it's a horse because it doesn't deserve a horn.
It's not sparkly or special.
Okay, so I started off with 2 unicorns, like it was pretty bad, and then the last 60 pages happened. Like I literally had to go back through all of my like rating systems and up it to 3 because that 60 pages got me.
See, and I'm going with a 2. It just never grasped me, and I never got there.
It got me, so.
So that's where we are in Roar.
Yay, Roar. Okay, adios.
Bye.